Subscribe, love, like. We're sponsored by the Spunk Lube and rebroadcast by the Demon Seed Radio Network. We could not do any of this without you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please give us that bump. Born Stars Are People podcast. I'm Dan Frigolette. I'm here with Anastasia Rose and Sailor Luna. Another double episode. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank
you. Thank you for letting me in the building and literally
in the bed.
And literally in your bed. Check out the YouTube content. We're in a bed. Nothing crazy is happening. We're just in a bed, but it's more fun.
It's cozy.
That's what you guys think.
We are in. I'm getting fingered so hard right now. We're in Edison, New Jersey for Exotica.
Exotica, New Jersey.
It's literally it literally just ended like now. So what's your takeaway, ladies, from this experience to other years? Is anybody how many have you been to?
This is only my second.
And how many have you been to?
I think like 3, 4. I think I want to say this is like my 4th one.
Better, worse, same?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's always a good time. It's always a fucking great time, actually. I think this year compared to last year was better, but last year was pretty wild.
What happened last year? You guys had like a moment when I asked you.
I didn't. She must have went harder than I did.
What happened last year?
There was a night where, you know...
We don't know.
No, yeah. So everybody just, came to Anastasia's hotel room and, we were doing body shots. It was a good time. It was a good time.
And then were you at Host Hotel that time or?
No, not even.
It seems like you figured it out. Like this is I've been doing interviews all weekend. I didn't know anybody was staying at this hotel, so it seems like you picked the quieter.
Yeah, this isn't like a convention hotel, but it's like close, and then like I have everything. I
newer. It seems cleaner. Yeah, it's only like 5 minutes away, and it's not in the mess.
Yeah, and like you can literally walk to everything you need.
What'd you walk to?
There's like a Chipotle right there, McDonald's,
really?
Miller's Ale House, Walmart.
Okay. Oh yeah, are we going to Miller's Ale House after this?
Did you go to Walmart on this trip?
I did go to Walmart.
Did you really? What did you get at Walmart?
Douches.
Yeah, douches, enemas, of course.
Douches and
enemas. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Of course.
I had the first experience this year where I maybe almost
Walmart
had
is
to.
Scary though.
Where I almost maybe had to have an enema.
What?
Well,
Why?
so
Were you constipated?
Yeah. So I was like hella constipated, and I've never been in that situation. No, I was never in this situation. And so my initial reaction was, and I'm sorry if this is too dark for the podcast. My initial reaction was just muscle it. I like drank coffee and water, and I was like, let me just muscle it. And I just chilled on the toilet for like an hour. And I realized
you're gonna get a hemorrhoid if you do that.
No, I realized I was pushing, and I realized, and I would like give it a couple test runs, and then I was like, this isn't gonna happen. And we had a show later on that night, and I had to pull like the guy who's opening for me to the side and be like, look, man, you know me, I've never been in a situation, but I gotta solve this, and I'm gonna solve it in like a natural, normal way. I'm not gonna take drugs because then I'm dealing with another problem for 4 days. So I went and got prunes. I went and got dates, prune juice, and a fucking enema. And I was like, this is the last possible. It's still in the car, so I didn't have to. Prune juice did it. Prune juice solves it.
I had no idea.
Good. Yeah, prune juice works.
Yeah, prune juice pushed it out. Yeah.
Okay.
One time, so I was like,
I was like, we're all about to
we have
share
constipation
our
stories.
terrible dump stories.
It was my 21st birthday, and I wanted to go out and enjoy myself, and I was just constipated as hell. And I asked my grandma for the prune juice, and I drank like half the bottle, and she's like, "Oh, you're fucked up, dude." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "You drank too much, man." And it gave maybe about an hour, a couple hours, and it was a lot.
That's absolutely terrible.
It worked though.
Yeah, my thing was it was like time sensitive. I was like, I'm not going on stage with this thing in me. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
get it out now.
Gotta get it out.
I mean, yeah.
Do you have a constipation story that you're like debating sharing?
I have stories.
She has the opposite issue as
like
constipation.
Really good, like I don't know, enema stories because I do a lot of anal.
Yeah.
So like
I'm excited to hear.
So
an
you
enema
just
story.
go to get Walmart enema. I thought, and then
like the 6-pack too. Like
correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the move was get one of those like hot water bottles and then hang it like an IV and then
only if
like
you need
bag.
it like super deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I mean, yeah. And I have a bag.
Yeah.
But
Me
I
too.
don't travel with it because it's just I don't know.
It's
inconvenient to travel with.
It is, and it's only if you need it for serious business.
It's a little unsanitary to
Right,
travel
sure.
with, You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
mixing it in with your clothes.
I love going and buying like a 6 or 8 pack of enemas and like
Seeing the
my
look on the cashier's
cherry
face,
gummies and baby wipes.
and the look on the
What's
cashier's face,
this
and then literally, and this.
Yeah,
then
they're like,
I don't
what the fuck?
I don't want to get. I don't want to get too gross, but then literally, what is the next steps? You just go and like just bathtub it up. What's your next
Ew,
step?
what?
I mean, like I replaced it all with water.
Yeah, you don't use
sure, you don't use
use
the
the
solution.
saline inside.
Oh, you don't use any of this.
No,
You don't use
no.
anything at all. Why?
No, 'cause that'll make you
It'll
diarrhea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because for an
Yeah.
enema,
You
it's
dump them out
Yeah,
Yeah.
use water.
and just use the eyedropper part of it.
Well,
and
whatever-
just,
yeah,
whatever
but
you
with
want.
You fill it up
water.
with water
No
yeah.
shit, like warm water.
Yeah, or
Like
cold
salt
water.
water?
No. Oh God, I don't know what would happen if you
I
put
don't
salt
know.
water
Isn't
up your
salt water
ass.
good for everything?
No, not your colon.
No.
I don't think
I
so.
know inside of salt water
I
would
don't
be
recommend
good.
it. No.
I don't
And-
know about that.
And then what? And then again,
then
not
it
to be
comes
gross,
out.
not to be gross, but then you just chill in the toilet.
I'm
Yeah,
not
then you
gonna
go
lie to you,
poo and poo
depends
it
how
out.
dehydrated you are.
Sometimes it stays inside of
Sometimes
you a
it
little bit.
stays
It's
inside of
annoying.
you.
And
I'm
that
like,
freak
get
freak you
out.
out.
Kind of.
Yeah,
And then it comes out, and
because
you're like,
you're
oh, I thought it was
"Holy
all out.
shit, I gotta go.
Life secrets.
like,
Yeah.
Life-
like I gotta go to my shoot,
Right.
and it's
Oh, right.
still
Inside
not
of
coming
me,
out.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So at that point, what do? You do more enemas.
Right.
Till it
Rinse it
comes
out.
out.
Right.
Or maybe you're just really clean. Sometimes, sometimes I'm just.
Well, this is what somebody.
Yeah.
This is episode 3 of the podcast. Somebody said, I don't know why. I just have, and this is not me. I'm quoting somebody, but they were like, I have the asshole for anal. I have an ass for anal.
It's
Believe
just
in your
built
butthole.
for
She's
anal
just
sex.
built- she's just built for anal. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Some girls
think-
say that.
I
Yeah.
think her and I could be friends.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel truly, actually, because like my pussy is like super small,
Mm-hmm.
so I prefer.
Do you have a shallow vagina? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
Well, my pelvic bone is like a
Oh,
little
you
more.
get so people bottom
Mm.
out all the time. We call it
Yes.
bottoming out.
I
Oh,
didn't-
really?
I
There's a
like that
term
guy
for
too.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't know what
Okay.
spank bank meant.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And then a guy
Where have you
explained
been?
it to me, and I was like, "That is fucking awesome."
Wait, let's make sure, because sometimes we all like say an expression, and then it's like years down the line, and then it becomes a different thing. So what do you have for spank bank?
Spank bank is what what you imagine in your head,
Right?
what you keep for later.
Do you have a
Yeah.
different definition?
Basically, I just define a spank bank as, I call it FAP material, and it's like
Fap
when you have
material.
really
What's FAP?
good sex, and then you have like sex flashbacks, and you're like thinking about getting banged out real good,
Ooh.
and that's your spank bank.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I dig that. That's it's
I'm-
exactly that.
And
It's
then you
like
get a boner in the line
yeah.
at the coffee
Yeah,
shop.
the expression
and
is
you're
like that's
"Ah."
going in the spank bank. Something that you see and then can't. So it's
Masturbate
it's more,
immediately?
Yeah, it's more like you can't handle it now,
Right.
so you got to keep it for later.
Or
the vibe.
something that
funny.
you did.
Sure, that could
and
be
then
part of it.
you can
That's
Fap
more
to it later.
honestly.
again,
That's
you're
more
like,
of
"Oh,
a
that's
female
hot."
thing.
Is
What?
that-
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
guys. We don't store much
After
of
you've
the stuff.
experienced
I
it, you're
believe
just
that.
like, Weird.
onwards and upwards.
But
We're
wait, I don't store much either.
is but no, that was
You're
y'all. No, that was
stupid.
y'all that said that you like relive it.
No, I'm
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
don't-
relive it. I
I don't
relive
know.
it.
Sometimes you try to relive it and it's not the same though.
So
It's
here's-
like
true.
let down.
So I've talked about this on a different episode, but here's what I've done to solve that problem is I figured out that I was having trouble when I was younger breaking up with people if the sex was really good, and then I would stay in this bad relationship. So what I found was if I can find a porn star that looks like them, then I can just use that porn star to transition the breakup. So then I break up, and then I can spank it
Rebound.
to this person. So in my head,
awesome.
I've convinced myself that I actually dated these porn stars that I've never even met because they look like my ex.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my strategy.
I'm sure Sailor has a very interesting one to this, but you know what? I have a friend that kind of did the same thing. Like dated people
Yeah.
that looked like
Dated them on purpose?
yeah. That
Well,
was
I'm
more
going
of
the
an
other way.
on
Yeah, I'm
purpose
going the
thing.
other
You
way.
were doing it more of a.
Although that'll work too. It's the same problem. So like it's a back end problem, but it's a front end problem for him. Yeah. So for me, it's the porn star doppelganger game, but for him, it's the how do I fuck somebody who is that porn star, and I make it up in my mind. So that's
Right.
so he's doing something else. His thing might be more damaging actually.
Yes, definitely more damaging.
Because then the girl is never the girl who's
never
having the sex
satisfying.
is never the actual girl. Whereas mine is I'm letting the person go because it's not working out, and I'm
This is the
you're
better.
they don't have to
option.
they don't have to
Right,
and they don't
right.
have to
Smart,
deal with
you
my
can let
shit
it
anymore.
Go, though.
Oh, that's nice for
Sometimes
you
I
to.
like to keep them around.
But it is kind of a mind fuck because I really do like in my head I dated Rachel Rocks for like 4 years. Like I'm like
God,
I don't
I
even
love
remember
that
what the
is.
girl looks like. I just
Just replaced her with
replaced
Rachel
Rachel
Ross.
Ross. So now I have memories from like going to Louisville, and I was like, and I'm with Rachel Ross in the memory. Like it's like I might be a psychopath. I don't know.
I was gonna say
I mean,
you might be losing it a little bit.
No, it's okay.
I might be a psychopath.
I have my moments
I don't know if I
too,
would see
so
her. I don't know if
don't
I'd
worry.
recognize her
yeah.
if I saw her on the street.
Really, that bad, huh?
So how long have you been in the business, Anastasia?
4 years.
How long have you been in the business, Sailor?
I think almost 3.
Okay, so you guys are
about a
right in the
year.
same zone. How do you know? So as a comedian, if you see somebody on stage and you like what they're doing, then you want to be friends with them. How do you know in this thing if you're going to be friends with somebody, or like how do you decide who you want to hang out with?
So, like, do you remember high school? All the cliques?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's pretty clicky.
That's how I felt trying
So this
to
Make
trying to
friends.
be a non-porn person in this industry.
Yeah,
actually.
no, that's and that would
Yeah,
be
you're like the worst
yeah,
case
it's-
scenario trying to get in. They're like, oh, this fucking weirdo.
Right. I'm not male talent. I'm nothing.
Mean, I tell
Yeah.
people like it's pretty much like going back to high school. We just make a lot more money now, and people are meaner.
Yeah, but there's but so how do you
How do you pick
decide
it?
who
I
are you
don't-
trying to be near?
I don't even know.
Like, why are you
because-
guys friends?
Oh,
I don't
fuck, Sarah,
know.
why are we
Specifically.
friends?
Because we were on the same agency, and that's how we met. and
Yeah,
I think
and
we just hit it
then-
off. I don't
yeah,
know.
we
We
hit
met
it
at
off.
Connors. Yeah.
But you know, like
Small world.
I've totally had friends in this industry that I thought I would be like total best friends with come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
that sucks.
you never really know.
sucks.
Like I don't know. I don't know how you pick people you hang out with.
I
You
just-
kind of
who's-
just
I just stay around good people that have
yeah,
my
positive people
that have my best interest in mind. Because I know I'm genuinely Anastasia's friend because I always have Anastasia's best interest in mind, no matter what. Even if it doesn't benefit me or hurts me, it's that's friendship.
Yeah, yeah, no,
So-
no, totally. Like I mean, like, and it goes to like a deeper level too. Like, would we be friends if we weren't in porn? Yeah.
Right. I would.
You know,
I
I
would
don't
like
know
to
how the
think
fuck
so.
we
I don't
would've
know.
met.
I don't know who we would be if we weren't in porn. What would you
Shit, I
be
don't
like
know
if you
either.
weren't in porn? What would I be like if I
don't
wasn't in
know.
porn? I don't know who I would be right now.
Well,
Probably not as cool.
So it speaks to the notion that it's just nice to have a community.
It's
So
With nice people
so
in it.
knowing that you both do the same thing and
That
are
helps.
like-minded in a world that might be closed-minded
Mm-hmm.
is a thing that unites you.
Yeah, we're like
us
rejects.
in general.
Because
for
it-
us, I would agree.
'cause if
on
you
that
met
because
each other and didn't know what each other did, then you would be maybe tiptoeing on telling each other the extent
Right.
of, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, totally. But I mean, like I think the community is also a double-edged sword. Everybody's best friends.
But are you
until,
really best
Right.
friends?
Are we
you know?
really best friends? So it's kind of like it's.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's fucking like
It's
high
tricky.
school.
It's tricky. You think someone's your friend, and then I don't know. It's tricky, but
Yeah,
I just try to be
and-
nice and
yeah,
personable and
exactly,
friendly.
That's
and
the thing, be happy, be likable, just be nice. Like the golden rule, dude. The golden rule: treat people how you want to be treated.
Is that the golden
Yeah.
rule? Was that Confucius?
Shit, I don't know.
Isn't that
this
Confucius?
is Hindu, okay?
Sun Yat-sen?
Treat others
Sun
unto
Tzu.
how
Sun
you.
Tzu?
Yes.
That's the art of war. Okay, I just know. I'm just looking at the room now. I'm just taking in some inventory. You have literally like the briefcase from
I
like
just
every
saw that
Mission
too.
Impossible movie. What is in here? Is this an? You have a gun in there, or you have like money in there? What is this thing?
It
I'm not
actually
gonna
might
take
be a
it. I'm not
gun.
gonna
I don't
take it.
know.
Camera stuff in there.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah,
But it's like it's one of those like remember all the
but don't open it.
when you were
It's locked. you
it's-
couldn't open
it's-
it even if you wanted to.
it's just dildos with their own cutout sections
Yeah.
that fit in
Yeah,
perfect.
like
When it
little
goes through-
styrofoam
When it goes through
things.
TSA, it's my favorite thing.
It just goes.
Actually, I love when I go through TSA and they just go take out all the butt plugs and they're just like,
Do they
What's
take 'em out?
this?
This
What
was
is
this
that?
was a
Yeah.
whole side notion I was talking about with Kenzie Taylor in Chicago was this notion that like there needs to be a better like way to carry them like a
yeah, like a
a
more
Pelican
like
case.
sanitary.
Yeah,
like
I want a
a-
Pelican case
Yeah.
for my dildo. But yeah,
don't
also
like an
know what
assassin.
sanitary.
You open it up like an assassin, like where their gun, everything's in the right
Yes,
position.
ex-
Yeah.
What was that part?
I
Were you
totally.
just-
This-
well, that's what that is.
What's
over
happening?
there,
What's the
just
sound
like-
effect?
The sound effect of opening because it's all official. I don't know. That's
Fair. But I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna tell us what's in there. But either way, it's like one of these cool, like every time they drop
It's
money
super
off
badass. Yeah,
in a movie, it's in that briefcase.
Yeah.
And it's got little locking things on it.
for sure. No,
So this was what? This was from one of the places
That's
you
mine.
signed.
That's hers.
It's from one of the places you signed, or
That's
what
a
is
little
this?
fluff
It's from
did you go
Bad
to-
Dragon,
Or
and they
did
were
you go to Carnival while we were hanging out?
Right?
no, they're from Bad Dragon.
When did you go to a carnival and why did you not take
Why
me?
didn't you tell me that you were going to the carnival?
Trust me, if that's the stuffed animal that they're selling at the carnival, I don't know what kind of carnival, because you can't see it. Should I grab it?
It's a nice
like
one. No,
a-
it's fine.
Sounds like a
It's-
kinky carnival.
So, who did you sign for?
I was at the Clips for Sale booth. For
And
the
who
most
did you
time.
sign for?
I was at the Clips for Sale booth and also at the Desperate Pleasures booth.
Nice. What's Desperate Pleasures? I don't know them.
Desperate Pleasures is Taboo.
Is it a site or is it stuff?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's JW Tie.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh yeah,
I do know them.
It's his
Sorry.
company.
I do know them.
pure play. Yeah.
Cool.
10 years of teens.
Now you're in Vegas now.
No, I
You're
live in
not
LA.
Vegas. You're in LA now. Where were you when I interviewed you the first time? You were living in Vegas.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It was
Yeah.
at AVN
Somebody
like
scoffed.
2 years ago.
He's like
Yeah.
he's like I know my
It was
shit.
Oh yeah, it was 2 years ago. And then where are you?
I am unfortunately.
moving to LA. What?
So Sailor can take this away. No, I'm Florida based.
You're Florida based. Okay.
Currently.
Got it. So you're on that side. You're on JW side?
The West Coast. Yes.
Okay.
The
Nice.
West
Got
Coast is the best coast.
Golf
You're
side.
on the
Anywhere you go.
Golf side. You get your east and west confused, your son?
Yeah, I did. I never. Yeah.
Never
I,
eat soggy waffles.
wrong coasts.
That's how
Never
I
eat
remember
soggy
it.
waffles. That's so
Yeah,
funny. Yeah,
isn't
mine
that
was
bad?
seaweed, but now I eat seaweed, so soggy waffles. Although soggy waffles are also good. So it's like
Really
there's no
though, because I don't like soggy buns. Soggy waffles
No.
I'll eat as long as it's like sogged
Ew.
by syrup.
right.
No.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
it's like waffles that are like soggy and gross, then no.
Got it.
Like
Ew.
you know when you get a hamburger and it's got too much sauce on it, you're just like
Too
Right.
much
No.
sauce.
Yeah,
too
then
much.
too much.
Too
Sorry.
much sauce.
Yeah, the Eddie Murphy bit where it just turns into like pink dough. Okay, what are mouth no's for both of you? What are things you just won't put in your mouth for sure?
Um,
And you can go either way with this.
I
That's
think
the
I
flex.
think what's
That's the
better to
flex.
make a list of things I will put in my
That's a
mouth than
flex.
yeah,
not.
I don't.
No, I
There's
saw
a,
in
there's
the-
a list.
Well, somebody
Oh,
say, well,
I'm
you won't
just
put a
kidding.
soggy waffle in your mouth.
Oh.
Soggy bun.
I
I
don't
was-
like soggy buns either.
I had an episode that went very dark this week where we were talking about what kind of sandwiches they gave you in jail.
Jesus.
Oh, bro.
And so I won't eat cheese in a non-sanitary scenario.
What about
Oh my
bologna?
God, what happened to the cheese?
Well,
I don't
just
want to
'cause
know.
in my head it's like I need to see what happened because cheese like things stick to cheese. So if you put
Cheese
it on
is
so you put it
sticky.
on like a dirty counter, do you know what I mean? You're just gonna pick up everything.
Ew.
You know what I mean? Like I need to see the cheese sandwich
Ew.
get made.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm at
All right.
because cheese is sticky.
I don't blame you. I do not blame
Never
you
been
on
to
that
jail.
one.
And it's
at
a weird
all.
OCD thing maybe, but it's like that's my no is like
No, that's a
as
fair
an
thing,
unknown
though.
cheese sandwich.
Okay, is it just cheese?
What
though?
no, what are things you don't eat?
What are things I don't eat? I don't like spicy food.
Okay, because of
I just don't like.
it's not
spicy.
fun, right?
I want to enjoy my food, but like I'm like a total bitch when it comes to spice. Like sometimes like there's barbecue sauce.
Oh, you get mad and the
What?
like you said
So
it wasn't
you get mad
spicy.
if it's
Oh, I won't
not
do that.
spicy enough.
No,
You get
no,
mad
I
when
won't
it's
do
too
that.
spicy.
I'm no. I just like I'm just there are sometimes like I'm just a bitch when it comes to spice.
Oh, like you're a pussy. Like,
Yeah, I'm
a
oh,
total
it's too
pussy.
spicy. Ah,
total-
okay. I
even
see.
sometimes barbecue sauces
You
can be
said it
What?
wasn't
You
gonna be
white
spicy.
bitch?
Yeah.
Well, no,
let's
here's-
barbecue
no,
sauce
he-
is too
let's be honest
spicy.
here, yes.
No, here's what I think's happening. Here's what I think is happening. I think white people learned the word spice wrong.
It's too flavorful.
So we
is
call
what it is. It's rich.
So we call
Oh, shit, I'm
anything.
sorry.
We call anything that like. Where's that? Make that
my
go. Make
phone.
that stop.
Make that stop. Get
I,
that.
I
get
think
that.
I think white people call anything that like when you know the A1 commercial they go get you here, get you right here. I think white people anything that like has any kind of tingle in your mouth or
yeah,
or
like
in
a
your throat
tanginess. You're like,
or in
wait
your
a minute.
throat. I think we
My mouth is
incorrectly call that spicy.
This mayonnaise is making
That's
my
what I
mouth
think.
tingle. It's so spicy.
because actual spicy
I
like
can-
fucks up your nose.
Yeah, I
you
was
know what I mean?
about to say like makes you like literally your nose, your eyes.
Yeah.
Because I've had a ghost pepper.
oh my God,
I
really?
try-
Those are
yeah.
so spicy.
Somebody was like, "Who's gonna eat the ghost pepper?" And I was the dumb bitch that was like, "Me."
Yeah, you signed up for that shit
after knowing that you don't
want
like
X
spicy.
Games mode.
No, I figured. This was no. That was a little while ago.
What won't you eat? Do you have weird dietary stuff?
I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't eat like cheese or drink milk. Really, I can still like kind of have like ranch.
She's
sometimes,
like, but I'll eat all the fucking ice cream I can.
No,
No, she won't.
Do you do you ice cream?
I like to go to Magpies. It's vegan ice cream in
What's
LA.
a magpie? It's called magpie.
First of all,
Magpies, plural.
what is vegan ice cream?
They use
Made with
soy milk.
almond milk or
Yeah.
something, or coconut milk or some
Oh,
shit.
or whatever, oat milk.
Yeah,
Oat
she
milk's
was
a good
making
one,
fun
yeah.
of
Oat
me
milk's a
for
good
liking
one,
oat
yeah.
milk.
We went to Starbucks and
You asked
we
for oat
were
milk.
in Florida, and she's like, "Can you make
Like
it
buttfuck Florida.
Let me get that oat
Yeah.
milk. Oh, and they didn't have it.
No, dude.
The guy,
That was the first-
like, "What the fuck is?" He didn't
Like,
say that.
Yeah.
But he was like, "We
This
don't
was-
have that."
This was
I
a
was like, "Girl, we're not in the valley."
yeah, this was a specific. This was like a specific problem that I started having when I was traveling to certain parts of the country. Was
Yeah.
I was taking my coffee with like skim milk, and you just like once you get outside of a certain range of cities, like just like I like to say like the further you get outside from a city is like the sooner somebody's just gonna randomly say the N word, and it's the same thing. It's like it's like the sooner you get outside of a big city, the closer it is all to just half and half. It's like, and I want to be the furthest, so I ended up just
It
having.
is not the same.
Right, and so I just bailed on milk. So I made all coffee black, so that I don't have to like have an argument with somebody at a
hard,
diner.
man.
No, it's
Right,
fantastic
right.
actually.
Like,
It's
yeah.
harsh. I can't do coffee.
Really?
You don't do coffee at all?
I love
I
coffee.
can't.
I started
So
drinking
good.
coffee when I was like 27 or 28.
Wow, you guys are late to
It's
the party.
so heavy
Yeah,
on my
it's so
stomach
good, though.
lining.
Yeah, it does.
I
It
can see
tears you
that.
up, but goddamn, it tastes good.
Could see that.
I mean, I think it does taste good, but you know.
So there you go. There's our nose. But you accidentally told me your nose. No coffee goes in your mouth, and no fucking cheese goes in your butt. I mean, in your mouth.
That too.
Dirty
I
cheese.
mean,
Yeah,
no
I think-
cheese for you either.
No, I just. Again,
long as
I
it's
just need
sane.
clean cheese. I
Yes,
need clean
clean
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah, clean cheese.
Yeah.
I don't want any floaters really in
Cream
any of my
cheese.
food.
Yeah,
I
I, was
went-
saying any of my food.
I was a kid who couldn't let if the food's touched, I wouldn't eat the meal.
You were done.
Oh,
one of those.
really?
Oh
Jeez.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Some people's kids.
Yeah. Now I'm like that. Now it's like if my girl touches somebody else, I can't fuck her.
I'm done. That's
Wow.
But there was one second where you
Canceled.
guys didn't laugh at that, and I was
You
like,
were
oh,
scared?
I might have just bombed. Yeah, I really thought I bombed. I thought I bombed.
Fuck
They were like, what?
Wait, like that's
Thought I
still a thing.
bombed.
You're right. Like,
All right. So in a what I've been trying to do to make these things a little bit safe for work and a little bit fun. I've been doing these physical challenges. So I brought some weird food items that I'm gonna make these people go look at YouTube that we're gonna eat together. So check out the behind the scenes content.
can we
after
do
this
a
thing.
mukbang next time?
What's
I
a
want to
mukbang?
go. I want to. Okay, so like,
Fuck
what?
Sailor? Seriously.
Who are you?
Seriously.
What? You don't know what a mukbang is?
No.
This bitch.
So what we need to
I
do next
swear.
time we have an
Mukbang.
interview, we
Yeah.
go like to probably like a fast food restaurant, probably because it's cheaper that way, and you literally order like one thing off of the whole menu, one thing, and then you sit down and you eat it all, and that's a mukbang.
What are those words?
That sounds like.
What do you mean? What are those words?
What is mook and what is bong?
It's one word. It's spelled
I thought we were gonna
Muk
smoke
M-U-K. Mook. What am I saying? I don't know how to
Nobody
spell it.
knows.
I thought it was like I thought it was like a grav bong. I was like
A gravity
okay.
bomb. We're
Right.
getting high. Yeah, no, it's just like you eat a bunch of
JK.
food.
You
and-
guys are
guess we're just
too.
eating.
How old are you guys?
22.
And
22.
yeah, so
Aw,
you guys
we're
are
the
too.
same age?
You guys are too young and too like getting to California, so you're like shortening words that don't need to be shortened. You just call it grav bong. Now I'm out. I'm like,
A grav.
I get, yeah, it's to your. Once you start shortening, I'm out. It's done. No, it's gravity. I need all the syllables.
Or else you get
Sound it
confused.
out
Dan is older.
phonetically.
Finish
Yes.
the words for me, please.
He's not gonna know what we're
Make
talking
sure.
about. This is
I
how we.
probably know what it is as long as you finish the words.
This is how we talk shit about you, Dan. We just shorten all the words, and he's like, "What are you guys talking about? I
No.
can't understand what you're saying."
Speaking pig Latin over here, these sluts.
I could never do it.
I don't remember. I never
All
learned
my
it.
friends could do it.
Well, here's what it
and
was.
I wasn't.
So they learned it, and you didn't really try to learn it. And then all that happened was you had the emotion of they were speaking another language that you couldn't figure out. So you didn't try to
get
figure out.
pissed
You just
off.
got upset. Which is
Yeah.
what happened to me. My sister would do it. Yeah.
yeah, no.
So
it
there was the
absolutely
people that because it's
terrible.
not hard. Whatever it was is not hard, right? I don't
You-
remember what it is.
It's backwards, right?
You know, so Pig Latin is
Is there another
you take
one?
the first letter, you remove the first letter of the word and put it at the end, and then you end it with an A. So if you say if you say
Big one was itch bay.
yeah, exactly. So if you say bitch in Pig Latin, it's itch b. So then you put the b at the end, itch bay.
Itch bay.
It's bad.
And
Yeah.
No,
cunt
no.
is like untk.
Bitch.
Oh wow, you went heavy. Untk. Because that even still sounds like that's for sure.
Still
sounds
offensive.
Like,
Yeah,
still
you're
sounds
like, what did you
swearing.
just call me an untk?
For sure, it sounds like you're swearing. That's how you get caught. That's how you get caught in a Pig Latin whispering situation. You're
Isn't
still
there
just
another
saying
one,
harsh
Pig
words.
Latin? Wasn't there another
I don't know if there was.
gibberish?
What's
Or
that?
Was that just
That's not. Yeah, that gibberish literally
speaking in
means
tongues, like
no
at
words.
church?
Yeah.
Maybe
The
it was
spirits
Pig
possessed
Latin.
me.
Maybe they did.
Yeah, maybe you
I
just
know all my friends still speak it.
maybe you
though.
just knew
And they
maybe.
still fuck with me to this day.
Oh yeah.
What?
Maybe you just,
Really?
10 years later, bro, and I'm like, this isn't even cool
I think
Oh.
they're
anymore.
just messing with you.
maybe they
'cause I've never heard of that.
Maybe they all just took Spanish and you didn't
Oh
take.
my
Was that what
God.
it?
You know, I
They're all just
I
Japanese.
tried to do that, but
They're like the
I learned
you're
nothing
like
from Spanish
you're like
class.
the Chos. The Chos just keep talking in this gibberish language with their family
not
members, and they
fucking
won't
idea
include
what
me.
they're saying.
All right. This is there's a lot going on. This is a bridge version of the episode. I'll say we're gonna come in a little shorter than we usually do. So let's get the pay for your porn plugs going right now. How do we pay for your porn? How do we find you on the internet? How do we follow you, Anastasia?
Well, I would just Google Anastasia Rose, to be honest with you.
That's good.
My Twitter is Anastasia Rose XX. My
Do you have these subscription type sites where people can pay directly to you and
Don't
get
you have an
stuff?
OnlyFans,
I was
babe?
about to say my OnlyFans is Anastasia Rose XX. So
Cool.
if you type in anything Anastasia Rose XX,
You're gonna find me.
and if it's spelled wrong, it's not me. Don't fuck with them.
Spell it correctly.
ANASTAIROSEXX.
Got it.
It's one of those phonetical things. You know?
And Sailor,
Um,
how do we find you? How do we
add me on my OnlyFans.
make you our porn star doppelganger?
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/Sailor Luna. I also have a ManyVids, which is sailorluna.manyvids.com. And my clips for sale is clipsforsale.com/studio/131-083. Yep.
Cool.
Wow,
This is the porn.
the
This is the,
fact she knew that.
yeah, she's crushing it. She's crushing it. This is the Porn Stars People podcast. We drop a new episode every Sunday. We're sponsored by Spunk Lube. We're reposted by the
yeah.
Demon Seed Radio Network. We love them.
They're awesome.
We drop a new episode on iTunes and on Google Play, whatever thing you're on. We're on the other thing. We got some content today from YouTube. We started a Patreon to try to figure out what specific content you guys are looking for. Get on there, and then we'll start to cater to you specifically. Check out our BTS stuff. We're trying to make it safe for work. I got some freeze-dried. I think they're sardines.
Oh, they're freeze dried.
Then
Bro,
I'm
you're
gonna
fucking
then I'm
with me
gonna
right
then I'm
now.
gonna make these ladies try to eat.
No,
So we're
I'm
gonna figure
not
that out.
eating a freeze
It's
dried
gonna
one.
be
You said
great.
they were chips.
Listen,
dick.
they're vegan. They're vegan. It's fine. So check all those things out and follow these two girls. They're great, and check out their work. Thank you guys for being here.